we're on the level
You know
of,
what I mean?
like, we want that person to,
So here's my
be
thing.
crazy for us.
Did you even love me if you're not crazy about me?
Are we toxic? Because I feel the same way.
That feels a little toxic.
Got my Dasani water. I'm just not going to talk about that. What?
Dasani.
Okay, anyways,
honestly, welcome back, Radiators.
welcome back.
Thank you for tuning in to the Radiate podcast, guys. Number
What?
10, Isa.
Number 10. You know what? First of all,
Look at us.
10 episodes?
Wow.
Well, okay, while we're here, I've been meaning to shout out one of my friends who I work with, Dana. She watches every single one. She texts me after every single one, like, talking about, like, what she liked about it. Mm-hmm. So, Dana, I've been telling you since, like, episode 5, I was going to give you a shout out. Thank you, Dana, for watching. And thank you, everybody else.
Yeah. Dana, Isa will send me screenshots of the messages you send her about, like, how much you love it and just talking about certain topics that we were and you agree with us. And honestly,
it motivates us.
It does. It's people like you, fans like you, that make it, make my day brighter.
It's what pushes us every day.
It pushes every day to be better.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dana.
But thank you for, honestly, like, our friends who are, like, not making fun of us and are supporting us.
Shout out to Madison, actually. She texted me a couple times today because she was catching up, and she was like, y'all should talk about friends, and like, because she was listening to the Tinder episode, like the ghosting episode, and she was like, y'all should talk about, like, friendships and, like, ghosting and friendships. And she was like, JK, y'all talked about that in the next episode. So I don't know.
Well, there's so much about friendship, though, that we haven't even gotten into.
We barely scraped the surface.
Also, just, if you're watching, you'll see I was really craving something, and I was just like, okay, I have some, like...
Isa is now a true British girl. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So 10 episodes is a big deal.
It is, I think we literally started, like, a month ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Has it been?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy.
We're currently at, like, 650 followers on Instagram.
I know. It's awesome.
So far, the giveaway that I posted on the _Moments of Grace Instagram photography account of mine, it's gotten over, like, 300 comments.
Yeah.
So it's
is
gotten, like,
it
over,
still
like, 40 shares.
The giveaway's still going on right now when we post this, right?
Yeah.
So they can go to the Instagram and still sign up.
If you haven't entered the giveaway, head on over to _Moments of Grace on Instagram. I'm gonna plug that probably 6 more times by now. You shouldn't be surprised. But yeah, just head on over there and just scroll to the post. It's gonna be very obvious which one it is. You guys just look at the caption. But yeah, enter. All you gotta do is comment, share, follow the people that are in the comment or the captions, and yeah. You could win a purse from your mom's store, a free portrait from Jessica, or a free graduation / portrait session from me. So, who doesn't love free stuff, honestly?
I love free stuff.
God.
But
I wish I could enter. Gosh.
takes pictures.
Selfie.
Yeah, I think that's really cool that we're doing that. It's gonna be so fun, and I hope the people who win are deserving.
I love that we're doing it just because, like, I love supporting small business, you know?
Yeah.
And I think last
And
time I looked,
business
like,
owners.
Jessica has, like, 430 followers on Instagram.
Yeah,
like,
she's killing it.
It's crazy. Literally, guys, when we interviewed her the other day, she had, like, 375.
Yeah.
That was last Wednesday.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, time doesn't really matter to y'all guys, but it was a week ago from us.
Yeah.
So that's just crazy. Like, I'm just so happy for her and your mom and
that's definitely awesome.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
You're pretty good. You're eating your toast.
I know my mom's gonna kill me that I'm eating on camera, but I was, like, really craving
What
it.
are your manners?
I'm trying to eat with my mouth closed. Anyways, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. How you feeling? We have a lot of tests coming up.
I'm stressed.
Yeah. I actually don't want to talk about me taking tests.
Honestly, I'm actually not as bad as I thought I was going to be.
That's good.
I have been able to get a lot. I haven't been procrastinating. That jelly just, like, squirted out, and I don't know how I feel about it.
I love it.
But anyways, I'm honestly really proud of myself because I haven't been procrastinating my work, so that's nice.
That's really good.
Yeah, I am proud of myself because usually I'm the opposite. Usually I really procrastinate to the last minute. Was it you that I was talking to that we were talking about your brain like wants to have that feeling of procrastination? Was it you, Jess?
Our manager over there, probably.
Jess, what was it?
It was just basically like your brain, after it's had like a taste of that feeling you get after you procrastinate, you're like working super hard.
Yeah.
It,
like that adrenaline rush?
Yeah, your brain like yearns for that adrenaline rush. Yeah.
That was really funny.
So
I'm going to put this toast up.
So it'd be your own brain.
Yeah,
So-
so okay, episode 10.
Yeah, we have a very, very important episode today.
We do.
Why?
We have a guest.
We do have a guest, ladies and
number
gentlemen.
4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guest number 4.
It was really difficult to get him on.
Yeah,
He is
yeah.
so busy.
We definitely had to, like, call a lot
He's
of
like
people.
a hot commodity in Huntsville, Texas.
For
like,
sure. And our first guy.
First guy.
First guy.
First man.
First man.
He's a whole man.
Well, do we want to bring him on? Because I kind of want him here for the hot topics.
Honestly,
And I want you to introduce him.
Everybody, I'm so excited. You've seen little snippets of him here and there. You've heard his voice. He's our director sometimes. Everybody, it's the beautiful, so handsome, love of my life, boyfriend,
Oh.
beautiful guy. I keep going on. Everybody, it's Vincent Lewis.
Woo! Oh, he's getting his cup of... What are you drinking today, sir?
I don't know, but it's clear.
Oh, we got unknown liquids. That is clear. The liquids that are clear. Wow, this is kind of monumental. Because you're our first guy,
I am.
and you're her boyfriend.
I am. Yeah,
So, you have been with us since episode 1.
this is correct.
What do you rate our podcast?
It's like a solid 9 out of 9.
9? No, out of 10. What do you rate our podcast?
I'd give it a 10.
Okay, great. How do you feel about that?
You know what? I respect his honesty. We can only get better.
It's 9 out of 9, 10 out of 10.
He's our director. Business first.
Yes.
I understand.
So you are in, you help us out with the audio and like cameras and stuff.
Does he help us out with the audio? Because I feel like when he wasn't here for a couple episodes, we struggled.
Yeah, I know.
And then over here, he's like, okay, guys, it's done. And
I
we're
know.
like, what?
I literally walk up and the audio's ready to go. I'm like, are we famous?
Professor Reed, I know you're watching. We definitely have learned a lot about audio through you. So thank you so much for your class.
Yes. But you are in our major, correct?
Yeah.
And you like film and stuff. So do you want to like, what are you into about that stuff? Like, I don't know film talk.
Film talk, honestly.
Honey, me either. Do you watch Harry Potter? And he hasn't seen Harry Potter. So I'm
Okay,
like, okay,
but
well, that was my one movie I could talk about. And I'm like, what about Twilight? And he's like, really?
The ball is
very low.
Anyways, so like, why do you know so much about audio and like cameras and stuff?
Honestly, that's just where my interests lie, in the production side of film, but also about what goes on in front of the camera. So
Jeez.
Every episode.
It's never happened. Sorry, please continue.
yeah,
So like behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes, even like eventually, if my confidence gets up there, like
Yeah.
in front of the scenes.
Yeah.
As it should.
But you have acted, right? You have done some short
I've
films.
done like some things.
Don't worry, guys. We'll link all of his handles in the description below.
Yes, we will. Well, we're excited that you're joining us. We're gonna get into some questions later, but you're here for the girl talk, which let me just say, you are here for a lot of the girl talk, right?
This is true. That's where I find myself a lot.
Yeah, he hears a lot
He's
of it.
basically one of the girls.
He hears all of the drama.
Yeah.
He
If
hears-
these walls could talk, honestly.
If these walls could talk. Sometimes I feel bad because it's like 5 girls and then it'll be Vincent, and then like we're like just yelling, and then he's just like chilling.
He's just vibing.
He's definitely with the girl talk. Yeah, you're the one. Okay, so we're getting to hot topics. Do y'all know who Cardi B and Offset are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how Offset, he had his situation with the cheating. Okay, he's had a situation. Remember? I think
I
like 2
know.
years ago. He was caught cheating on the Cardi B.
Didn't he show up at one of her concerts?
Yes.
To apologize?
Yes.
I saw that clip.
So he was cheating. She was like, I'm over it, like, I'm moving on, whatever. She's like, I don't want to be with him. Even though I think they had the child at the time, right?
I think so.
Or she was pregnant, maybe. I think she was pregnant.
She's a mom?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I really don't know anything about Cardi B.
They're parents of Culture is their daughter's name. Anyways.
Wait, I kind of love that.
Yeah, it's really cute.
That's really
It's Culture
cute.
with a K, though. But anyways, so she was like, F him, whatever, I'm moving on. He, like he said, shows up to her concerts with, like, signs that say, like, I'm sorry, like, texting all these people, trying to get her back. Long story short, he gets her back, okay? Fast forward, apparently, recently, more cheating has been rising. And so she just officially filed for divorce. She's done. So I just wanted to hear y'all's thoughts on.
Sad. Okay, so when he cheated on her the first time,
2 years ago was when everything happened.
was she pregnant or did she have a kid?
I believe it was 2 years ago, and their child is 2. So yes.
I can understand when you have a child or you have a kid on the way, just like how you want that father to be in the kid's life.
For sure.
You know? So
Yeah.
I can understand. And also, like, when you love someone so much,
That's what
it can
she said.
definitely be difficult
Yeah.
to, like, let them go, especially, like, knowing how much that
Yeah.
person they might have, like, been through.
Yeah. Especially the apologizing tour he went
Yeah.
on. Like, he definitely put himself out there.
I guess it's kind of like that saying, like, fool me once, shame on you.
Yes.
Fool me twice, shame on me.
for
And
sure.
so, you know, if their daughter is, 2 now? Like,
Yeah.
obviously, she just doesn't want her daughter to be around a man who obviously doesn't.
Didn't change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
What about-
sucks, though.
What do you
That
think?
sucks.
I mean, like, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. That he did it again?
Yeah, that tends to happen with celebrities. As far as, how they have a kid and everything, I'm sure they're going to do, like, some sort of joint custody. Or I would
Yeah.
assume.
Well, she's asking for child support. Like, that's all she wants from him is just child support and then to move on. Like, she's pretty over it. And, like, I don't know if y'all remember the album she came out with right after he was caught cheating the first time. She definitely exposed him. Like, the lyrics were kind of wild. I don't know if y'all listened to it, but he definitely got what he deserved in that little time, which kind of made up for it, I guess, in her eyes. But it is hard. Like,
Yeah, I've really only listened to her stuff, like, her really popular.
I like
What she,
some
like,
of her stuff.
like, broke records and didn't she, like,
Yeah, she's broken a lot of records.
yeah, doesn't she have, like, this big title? Like, I'm gonna get this wrong. But she, like, beat Nicki Minaj in something.
Probably.
You know what I'm talking about? Does
Yeah,
that sound
yeah.
familiar?
Like, I think they got into a fight.
They did get into a fight, too.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, I think Cardi hit her with, like, a shoe or something.
Nikki hit Cardi with the shoe.
Okay.
Oh, Nikki hit Cardi.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
How old is Cardi B?
came out with the big bump.
27,
I have no... Is she?
I think.
27?
I
So
love that
sounds-
you know the exact
No,
age.
I
You
said
were so
20.
quick to
Wait,
that.
do you have
I said
a celebrity
20
crush?
I said something like 20 something.
Do you like Cardi B?
Who doesn't like Cardi?
She's cool.
Honestly.
In front of me. Okay, do you have a celebrity crush, Vincent?
Huh?
She is 27. That was a really...
Oh, really?
Do you know her... Guess her birthday.
July.
July what? No, but July what?
Okay, 12. I don't know.
October 11th. Basically. Basically, July 12th.
Happy birthday, Cardi B. LOL. Yes, he does have a celebrity crush.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Could not be more different than me.
I already know it, but please tell the crowd.
It's a secret. It's a secret. I gotta keep my secrets. I can't-
Zendaya, if you're watching. Vincent Lewis loves you, and honestly, so do I.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I was about to
who
say,
doesn't
in
love
Vince's defense,
Zendaya?
everybody should be in love with Zendaya.
Everybody loves
Completely
her.
platonically.
We still need to watch
Okay.
Euphoria.
Yeah.
I still want to watch that.
No, yeah, for
we
sure.
We
I've
need
seen
to get the HBO All Access for, like, the free 7-day trial. Watch it all. I think there's only, like, 8 or 9 episodes.
Uh-oh. If
It
Vincent
is
watches...
more than possible.
Okay, but if Vincent watches with us, he's going to say one thing and you're going to be like, oh, so you think she's prettier than me? Oh, so you love her? I feel like that's what's going to happen.
You know what? Honestly, yeah, but that's healthy.
No,
Is
it's
it?
not.
Do I have a celebrity crush? I have multiple.
See?
Yeah, see, he gets
Am I a
mad at Zendaya.
hypocrite? Yes. Never said I wasn't. I own up.
Oh my god,
I own up to my bullish. Yes, I'm.
Just say
I'm.
bullish.
Okay, it's come to my. Okay, sometimes I'm like, do I want to cuss on the like my mom watches?
You've cussed on every episode. Now
I
you're gonna
know.
stop.
Episode 10. I'm a new woman.
She did not say bullish. After
Guys,
10
I've been
episodes.
drinking more water lately. Like, I'm basically like a grown woman.
That's not water.
Okay, you.
Anyways, so back
I'm
to the
drinking coffee
cheating.
right now. It's been a day.
Back
Not
to the
really, I
cheating.
just have a caffeine obsession. Anyways, yes, back to the
So,
cheating.
if you were in this situation, since you're our guest, I'm going to put this question to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're in this situation, you are with a person that you thought was love of your life, they cheat on you. And then you distance yourself, they go on a whole apology tour. What do you do? Do you take them back? Or do you stick by your...
Man. Nah.
Not going back to them?
I hope they get their deposit back on that apology tour, because I mean, like, I don't think that's how tours work, but
No, I feel
Vincent,
that.
have you been cheated on?
yeah, I have.
Have you ever cheated on someone?
No, because I know
Love
how
that.
that feels, and it's just not a good time.
That is honestly one of the worst feelings, probably.
I could say
Yeah,
so
it
many
sucked.
things right now.
Obviously, you weren't cheated
to
on
the
by Grace
girl-
Ann. It was
Yeah.
someone
To the
else.
girl who cheated on him before he met me years ago.
I thought she wasn't going to say anything about it. And you were going to say...
Hey, bro, here you
Wait,
go.
let me tell a quick story. 10 minutes ago, we were all talking about this, and Grace Ann's like, Vincent, I promise you I'm not going to say anything about this girl. You can tell your thing. I'm not going to say a word. And I literally look at Vincent and I look at Grace Ann, and I was like, okay. And then Grace Ann was like, Isa, why'd you make that face? Anyways, back to this. But
All
I don't
was gonna
blame you.
say-
I don't blame you.
All I was going to say is thanks for not working out, because I have him now. And honestly,
Ooh.
he's doing so much better.
I
Bye.
am doing a lot better.
That is so... Yeah, that's very true. Anyway, so you probably don't want to get into the details.
Not some details, because it's like some aspects of it are very
Yeah.
particular.
But can we know, like, how... Like, you're healed from it, are you? Like, you're healed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure a little bit. I mean, it's probably
Yeah,
still
no,
60.
for sure.
It's been like, what, 3 years?
It's
4 years?
Yeah, just
That
about
happened
4
back in
years.
high school, so.
Her high school, freshman year of college.
Can we know how you found out? Because I'm very curious on how people find out.
I grew a conscience and I caught on.
Oh, really?
Also, she would just tell me things. So it was like one of those, okay, we're taking a break. Okay, we're breaking up, but also we're going to get back together. It was off and on, but also when eventually it clicked
Yeah.
that when things that happen over a break continue to happen when we were together, because eventually we'd just be in a break or just break up again.
Okay,
later
first
on.
of all,
So it was a lot. It was messy.
so then did you break it up, or did like how did that happen?
I kind of just stopped responding. Like she broke up with
So
me.
we have a
but
ghoster over here, rightfully.
Yeah, it was like she broke up with me. Then she tried to reach out again, but that last time was kind of it. It was
Yeah.
It was actually it was kind of funny, but
I'll never forget the first time he told me this story. It was like a 3-hour event. Like, you needed to get like premium pre-sale tickets to this event of him
Yeah.
telling me his past, and
Dang.
it was actually super cute. We literally, it was like when we were first talking, started talking, and he didn't, I don't even think he knew I liked you at this point, but
no.
honestly, I made it so obvious that I liked him, but we'll get into that in a little bit. We were in his like dorm parking lot, and we were in my car, and we literally talked for what, all night, like
It was
literally
a lot.
all night.
Yeah.
It was like midnight to like 5 a.m., 6
Yeah.
a.m. And half of that time was him talking about him getting cheated on.
I
And
mean,
me
it's
looking at
hard-
him
it's
like,
hard.
wow, you're so cute, but are you broken?
I love it even
But
more.
he was not
Okay.
broken.
No.
Oh,
You
yeah,
no, you were
I
definitely not
wasn't.
broken.
And that's another thing I
was-
can say. Like, usually when people get cheated on, they're pretty insecure in the next relationship. I do not see you like jealous, like crazy jealous or insecure with her at least.
Oh,
Oh, are you?
oh, in the beginning.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Because like
really.
I just don't see you as like a
Surprise.
jealous.
no, I mean it was more just like stuff I internalized in myself. But eventually, I just let it go.
Okay,
'Cause,
yeah,
like,
I get that.
I'm learning.
No, I get that, but some people are like
yeah, because
crazy.
Since that relationship, there was another one, and that was
Okay,
those issues from that bad one carried over into that one,
okay.
and it was just like a
Now they've worn
downhill.
off. I feel that.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's kind of messed up when people are like, "We're gonna take a break," and then they like go hook up with other people and then come back and then like keep doing it.
But it was weird because it was like it was one of those relationships where there was open communication.
Yeah.
So she would go behind my back, but then she'd know like I need to be open and honest with you. So then she'd tell me about it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just say something.
Yeah, so it was just like, oh, you did? Okay, I'm gonna go back to bed now.
The thing is, you're not
literally,
noble for that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I always say, when people ask, like, when we first started talking, and people would ask, like, well, what type of guy is he? I would always be like, he is literally the nicest guy I've ever met. Like, he's such a gentleman.
Yeah.
And the way I, like, can put it, like, when he told me the story about, like, his past and how he was cheated on a lot by the same girl.
It's hard. It's hard.
It is hard, but also at the same time, I feel like that just shows his character.
Yeah.
Like, he literally never, like, lashed out at her. He had a hard time, like, actually letting go of her, not necessarily because of his feelings, but just because, like,
she was manipulating.
He's such a good guy. Like, he was genuinely, like, worried because, I mean, there's other details of the story that, like, but I think
it took a lot of time to heal.
Yeah. My point being is he's a great guy.
Yeah.
And if I had been, I've never been cheated on. I've never been cheated on. No, I trust him with my life.
Yeah, Vincent's never cheated on you.
I've never been cheated on. But I feel like if I ever, like, I would be the, like, Carrie Underwood, like,
rip their stuff up,
rip their tires. Like, I would be like, before he cheats.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I
couldn't do that.
Where it was like Vincent was just like
prison.
True. Oh my gosh.
So prison awaits if I want to take that.
That's not funny, but it is kind of funny.
How did you heal?
How did I heal?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Time, just kind of. The more I talked about it with people, with friends, the more. Because even throughout that relationship, everyone I love, my parents, my best friend, my brother, everyone was like, "Hey, so you need to get out of this. Like, run. Like, just don't respond. Just leave."
Yeah.
But, being hard-headed and whatnot, I was like, "No, but I love her. Guys, you don't understand. I love her."
How old were you?
Married.
Because that has to do with it too.
You were like a senior in high school.
I was a senior in high school and a freshman in college when everything kind of just crashed completely. But yeah, it's like if this was something that happened now earlier in high school, it would make sense for me to be hooked on someone like that. No.
I get it. I feel like it's hard for some people to, even though it's blatantly not okay for them to be in that relationship, it's like really
and
hard
some
to get
people. Vincent, you're one of those people that, like, always chooses to see the good in somebody. Like, and that's not a bad trait, but you always see the good, even if they don't really have that much good, but you always choose to see the good, and I think that's just, like, a testimony of your character. Like, I think it kind of goes to show, like, with that relationship, you wanted to see the good in her, but at the end of the day, like, I'm happy that you finally put yourself first. Yeah. As hard-headed as you were.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like, no, I'm gonna love her.
Eventually, like, she did come back and apologize. Like, sort of. Like, it kind of.
She did come back and apologize?
Yes. But it was...
Was it like a... It was
like through these, like, one of those anonymous, like, things where it's like, leave a comment. Like, you just put
the curious
so she's a coward.
Do you remember when those things were, like, popular?
Yes. Yeah, that's when it happened around that time. And I just got it. I was like, who is this coming from? Which is funny because, like, I went to two different people with, I guess, two different exes to see who it came from. And one of them was like, I already apologized. And the other one was like, it was not me, but I'm sorry.
It was her.
But then it was her, and she was like, "Yeah, I couldn't get to you because you blocked me and everything, but it's cool." And I was like, "Yeah, I did block you and everything."
Like, don't make me...
But I forgive you. And then I just blocked her again.
But I'll never forget.
Forgive him.
XOXO.
Eventually, I feel like I will.
Yeah.
See, he's such a good guy.
If someone I was in love with got cheated on in the past, I would be sitting here cussing that other person out. Okay. You have to defend your... Because it hurt him. He's emotional.
I'm so sad.
Anyways, so have you had crazy exes? Because that's a real thing.
It's none. On what kind of crazy are we talking
Okay, like, have you ever been a crazy ex? Let's just say that. Let me ask that question first.
Vincent is my first ever boyfriend.
I don't know why I do that. Okay. but you can still be a crazy ex without, like, some girls will get crazy over a boy they never dated, but they definitely had things with.
Yeah, no.
No?
No.
Do you see yourself being a crazy ex with him?
No.
Really?
Mm-mm.
So am I not just not good enough? Am I not good enough to go crazy over?
He was offended.
I don't know.
Don't hurt Vincent.
If I had an ego, I don't anymore.
I'm kidding. I think give me like a scenario. Why is it over?
I don't know.
Like who ended it?
Him.
He ended it. Why?
He fell out of love.
Oh shoot.
Ooh, that hurt me.
That hurt.
That hurt me. I couldn't think of anything else.
Heart been
Broke so many times. Yeah, he fell out of love. He just wasn't feeling it, and he wants to move on. But add to the story. 2 weeks later, you see him posted up with another girl.
Okay.
That's the scenario.
You already know I actually am crazy. Not necessarily in a relationship, but I'm a little crazy. She's quirky.
No, if I
She's
did
loco.
that,
you know? She's quirky.
If I did that, you'd hit me up and be like, yo, who
yeah, that's what I'm
girl?
saying.
I'd be like, yo, bro,
I'm crazy, so I would already know who she is. Probably.
That's the T.
Girls, don't act like we're not CIA.
Oh, we would do the
agents,
research.
You know.
Yeah,
this just in. Houston, we have a problem.
we would text.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you
going
would
up
be
to that.
for
I would
sure.
be. Well, especially if I fell out of love with you. Like, appreciate the honesty, but I'm gonna cuss here. You're full of bullshit.
Oh, not bullish.
Because not bullish. I don't really know how I feel about that scenario. Actually, that kind of hurts.
It hurts, right?
You know what? I'm gonna say that though. Like, if you fall out of love with me, like, actually tell me.
Please
don't lead me on.
Please
That'd be
actually
kinda
tell
rude.
her. Yeah.
I always joke with him that, like, I feel like he would never break up with me just because he would miss my cats so much. I honestly think that. Like,
actually, if you guys,
he would be like, "Can I have shared custody?"
If you guys see me looking down a lot, it's because one of the cats came through to get like.
The cats love him.
They do.
It's really sweet.
They do. Lila loves him more than.
But yeah, so
me.
you'd be crazy.
Fine.
You'd be crazy. Okay.
Does he give child support? No.
No.
But apparently they still like him more, so it's fine.
Those are cats.
They're cats.
They're my
on.
children. Don't get it twisted.
Moving on. Okay, so you've never had a crazy ex yet. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. First of all, he would never do that. He would never.
Wait, also, can we go back to the scenario of you breaking up with me because you fell out of love with me?
I feel like you're getting mad at me for the scenario.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
Let's
okay.
just reiterate.
Can we
scenario.
ask him that? Can we ask him that question?
Yeah.
Like,
it's
would
your
you,
show too,
Would
honey.
you ever be a crazy ex? Like, if I broke up with you?
I feel like
Ooh.
I'm really good at holding in my.
Sometimes
I see him as the type of guy to, like, cry at home by himself and never contact you about it.
Yeah,
That's my observation.
Sad boy
I mean, like-
playlist on.
Like, he'd be
Actually,
sad.
no, yeah, like if that counts as crazy, I was a little crazy because, or rather, how everything went down. I became that crazy jealous boyfriend, and then I was like crazy ex, crazy sad ex,
boyfriend,
not crazy
Or ex-
like mad or anything, just
Yeah.
like crazy sad, and so yeah,
You're
I was
saying
like,
you wouldn't go
I'm
crazy
scrolling.
over me?
She wants to hear that you would knock on our door every single day asking for a
No,
Give me that
but-
Colton Underwood. Restraining
Put
order.
trackers on me.
Oh,
Come on, babe.
Like crazy,
Put a tracker
like
on me.
yeah, I feel.
That's literally not okay.
Guys, it's not okay.
No, it's not.
Cassie, we're so sorry.
No,
We're so
that-
sorry.
honestly,
that.
we're wrong for that.
Yeah, we're wrong for that. I am so sorry.
No, but I feel
it's a
you.
joke.
We're on the level
what I
of like we want that person to
So
like
here's my
be
thing.
crazy for us.
Did you even love me if you're not crazy about me?
Are we toxic? Because I feel the same way.
that feels just a little toxic.
Like if you're not like if I was about to
You
say something.
Britney
but-
Spears.
Yeah, I feel the same exact way, and that's what I'm saying. I don't feel as Vincent
Yeah, no, I'd be that ex. It's like, I
So-
wonder if there's another guy on their Facebook or I guess Instagram.
Oh, like by
Like that. But I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm at your door. Answer. We need to talk. No.
Question, actually, because we've had this conversation actually, where we're like, if we ever like, I can't see this happening.
Yeah.
But, you know, life is weird.
yeah.
You can't ever foresee the future. I've asked him like, if we were to break up, like, could you see us like being friends?
I thought you were gonna say if one of us died. Like, let's say
If one of us died, like, would you remarry?
yeah,
Why would you ask that question? You would ask
first
that.
option. I'm dead. Who you calling first?
Michael B. Jordan, thank you.
You still figured it out.
Not even mad about it. Not
Exactly.
even mad.
You call Zendaya, it's fine.
I wouldn't call him dead. I don't
Michael
have
B. Jordan
Zendaya's
cannot come to
number.
the phone right now.
But no, seriously, I think we've had that
Yeah.
conversation, and it's actually interesting because like we have the exact like opposite answers.
Okay, what's your answer?
So
I'm
mine
very
is
curious.
no, and his is yes.
Okay.
I could never.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's hard.
I could
I
never.
think- I
It
think-
depends on the
yeah.
outcome, but
I'd say. I can't really. I don't know.
you can't justify it.
It's
I mean,
it's
like, I
also
can justify
it
it
would be
because,
so
like,
difficult also like if it happened while we were still in school
Here?
because we have the same friend group.
The thing is, like, how do you move on? Like, y'all are in love with each other, okay? Y'all break up, like, how it's hard to like move on to another person if you're still in love with someone else, and then if you keep seeing each other, it's gonna stay. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, unless both of you mutually like fall in love. I don't want to talk. I'm like getting sad about this. I don't want y'all to ever break up. But like, if that happens, maybe. But like, it depends on the outcome, honestly.
In time, I like that. That's where I'm at, or
Yeah.
not where I'm at. Not where I'm at.
Well, your mindset about the future,
Like,
hypothetical.
My mind's about this hypothetical. Let's just put it in big bold letters right here. Hypothetical.
I just want to say that I am not manifesting this at all.
No, we don't ever talk about
Let
this.
me just
Yeah.
say, for anyone who doesn't really know me that well or Vincent that well, we are very much in love, and we talk about our future and all that gross crap. So, but yeah, no, in a hypothetical world. Even just like, I don't know, I just think it would be really difficult. Knowing
Yeah.
me as a person, I cannot be around that person
But it is hard, like, losing a
in
best
order
friend.
to like, yeah, I know.
It's hard.
I'd have to be away for a while. I'd probably just like lock myself in my room or something.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like,
And you would try to keep busy.
yeah, just.
But be
dive into
sad.
work.
Oh my god.
Let's move on because
Yeah, I'm getting
if also
sad.
if y'all don't know anything about us, also, I'm literally their child, and I'm not kidding. I'm with them all the time. They thankfully are not annoyed with me. I hope.
No, never.
What?
Are you annoyed with me, Vincent?
Oh no! I totally missed what you said.
You know what? I'm not even gonna question it because I don't feel that way. But anyways, the point is, I'm their child, and the second thing I was gonna say was I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm with them all the time, and I third wheel with them all the time, and have a great time.
And we love you so much.
I'm literally their
so
child.
much.
That was a good time.
I am their child. Like, literally, I'm not trying to make this like a race thing, but like I am the perfect mix of you two. The point is, moving on. It's good that you have a good boyfriend, also, because we do talk about this. Like, we're roommates, obviously. Vincent's here all the time. I'm never annoyed that he's here. You obviously love that he's here. He's your boyfriend, but like I feel comfortable. I feel good. We have a great little friendship.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for the roommates who hate their roommate's boyfriend or girlfriend.
Talk about awkward.
Very.
Very
Imagine,
awkward.
like, because, like, what if, like, imagine two best friends and the boyfriend's always over, but, like, the best friend hates the boyfriend. Like, I feel like that has to cause problems.
Yeah, we had talked about how lucky we consider ourselves because, like, it can be a bad thing that you have the same friends, but it also, like, it's also very convenient as well. But I think that's something that I am really happy that, like, the people that we're friends with, it's really, what's the word that I'm looking for?
Like, fitting or...
It works well.
What's the word?
You know what I'm talking about?
Not convenient.
Convenient.
Yeah, convenient.
Yeah. I don't want to, I don't know if that sounds bad, but, like, it's
No.
very convenient
Yeah.
that, like,
That
we
we
just
have
all
the
get
same
along.
friends.
Yeah, it is. It is very convenient.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think that's
So,
bad.
I don't know.
Except in that hypothetical.
Except in that... True.
That's
where
what I'm
it's
saying.
like,
True.
Yeah, like, that would be very awkward.
But knowing you two, if y'all do ever break up, which again we don't want, but if y'all do ever break up, y'all aren't bad people, and y'all won't make it
I would
bad.
like to think that like I'm mature enough
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
be fine, but obviously wouldn't be fine, but like wouldn't make a scene.
Y'all
at the
wouldn't
same time.
make a whole scene.
We're not gonna like blast each other online or anything.
Oh my gosh,
Exactly,
never.
no.
Which that's actually a good segue.
Great segue.
Yes.
Let's talk about posting our feelings online. Because I'm just gonna say this. You shouldn't do it.
Especially if you
it's
were
your
in love
ex.
with that person.
Or your boyfriend.
Have
at the
some
time,
effing
yeah.
respect. And also, no one cares. It honestly looks a little bad.
So
I've never, like, I'll like some tweets
I
maybe,
have
but
this girl on
not
social
really.
media, and I don't really know her. Oh, look who joined the podcast. Hi, Lila.
Lila, do you want my
Say
water?
hello to her butt, everybody, if you're watching on YouTube. So I have this girl that I follow on social media, and I've never met her in real life. And I think her and her boyfriend are together, but I swear, I felt like every other day she was tweeting about how much she, like, was upset with him and, like, how much she missed him.
Okay.
And then, like, she would tweet saying how, like, she doesn't have friends. And then a couple days later, like, there would be a selfie with him together. So in my mind, I'm just like, I genuinely am curious
Why?
what goes through someone's mind when they're posting this
I think
stuff.
they kind of
feel
want the
one-
attention.
Also, I'm just like, I feel like people do that also because, like, they don't have friends. You know what I mean? Like, they don't really know who to tell. Or, like, do you think it's more of, like, an attention thing? Like, I'm genuinely curious.
I think they want to get that person's attention without directly texting them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just have never been the one to post stuff about that. Just 'cause
And
it's-
I'm very much 100% on social media.
Yeah, me too. That's what I'm
But,
saying.
like,
I definitely could.
I can't see myself ever.
No.
I've tweeted about Vincent, but it's always, like,
Sweet.
gooey romance type, you
It's
know?
not to get my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I think that shows, like,
or to, like,
maturity.
make him jealous or upset.
Yeah. Oh, that's another good one.
Yeah.
Like, I just think that it's a little bit immature for people to go on and not directly communicate with someone. Like, if you want to talk
And
to
I
them,
think
just
that
talk
is
to
a
them.
testimony to your maturity level.
For sure.
You know, I feel like if you're going online and posting about your significant other or
Or-
your ex or whoever,
Yeah.
then it's just maturity.
Just,
I don't
yeah.
know.
It's like putting y'all's business out there.
Yeah.
You know, it could be to your friends, but I don't know if it's necessary to put it all over social media. But some people, I guess that's like their coping. I just can't
Hey, to
relate.
each their own.
Yeah.
It's just something that I've always had, like, a difficulty understanding, you know? Like,
Yeah.
what goes through your brain when you're in that process of doing it, you know?
I think it's attention. But
Yeah.
what about you? What do you think it is?
It's honestly,
Like, from a guy's perspective, because girls are kind of extra sometimes.
I'd say
Sometimes.
I've seen personally, like I've seen guys go from one end of the spectrum to just not doing anything at all.
Yeah.
You know, there are guys that'll just name drop anyone that they're talking about, just like calling whoever they're talking about out their name in any sort
Yeah.
of way. You know what I mean? So it's like it varies.
Yeah.
I'd say it varies on the guy and how they just
Yeah.
like handle their stuff.
I actually have a
Emotions.
question.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the guys that will, like, block a girl because she's either A, not replying to them, or B, like, doesn't want to, like, give them what they want?
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So, like, they'll be, like, send nudes or, like, you
If they get
DTF,
mad.
like, they get upset and, like, F you biatch, like, because I've seen screenshots
Yeah.
on Twitter and, like, that's
Yeah.
why girls are like, men are trash, and
Yeah.
then I'm just like, you just gotta find a good one.
Yeah, no,
But
those-
I can understand how it can be
For
difficult,
sure.
yeah.
I'd say those are definitely, if we're talking about some younger dudes, this isn't to excuse them by any means. They've
Yeah.
definitely got some growing up to do. You know what I mean? Because guys,
That's not a man.
I'm
That's
not-
like
That's
a
a good
little
point.
boy.
there's definitely I guess, a deficit of men who know how to take rejection
Yeah.
and not to just like blow up at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
But now if they're for the older guys, you know, this just like don't. No, same thing. Grow
It's
up.
just rude.
It is just rude. Now if
It's
they're
rude.
just like
disrespectful.
if it's
No man should ever call a woman a bitch.
Ever.
Yeah.
Period.
But if it's like a guy that's like First of all, it's weird just to ask for nudes, especially if it's like, hey, girl, I don't know, but I saw your picture on Instagram. Can I send me the peach? You know what I'm saying? It was just like,
is it fuzzy?
Nah.
Is it fuzzy? Okay, so sorry.
Visual. Didn't need to see that.
That's freaking funny.
Continue.
But yeah, just like random, it's just weird.
Yeah. So I mean, like, even in the instance that they do that, and let's say if they don't like go off on her or whatever.
Yeah.
Just to ask, it's kind of out of pocket depending on who she is to you, you know, or like what kind of relationship you have with that person.
Mm-hmm.
But to block them,
I think for the most part, it's like that you don't know her at all. Never seen her in real life.
yeah, like
Random person you follow on social media.
if you do that and you feel entitled to ask for whatever reason, and she doesn't give it to you,
and then you get upset.
Then you get upset,
and then you call her mean words.
Yeah.
Oh, honey.
Yeah, no.
Grow up.
That's not the move.
Mic drop.
It's not. That's
you're
never gonna get a girlfriend.
I've never heard of that working. Like,
yeah.
She didn't give you what you want, so you're gonna call her out her name, and then I don't know, you're gonna call her like you freaking slut or something.
Yeah.
And then
they will.
It
they will.
The girl's gonna be like,
slut. And it's like, because I didn't want to send you a nude?
You're the slut, my guy. Also, it's like, that just makes them so much like, I'm so glad I definitely didn't send them that.
And so what's your take on women calling men trash? Like, what's your take on the quote, all men are trash?
Being a good guy in our culture, you are a good guy. So, like, how do you, which I have my opinions on this, but.
They're not talking about me. So.
You know what? Honestly, let's give a round of applause because this is my thing. The guys who get mad about that, they're the ones we're talking about.
Even before, like, again, like, this is me when I was younger in, like, high school.
Yeah.
I would see stuff like that online. I was like, all men are trash. And, like, there was a point in time I was like, I didn't do anything.
For sure. I definitely get that.
It takes some time to realize, you know, people who do say that, or women who do say that, it's not like, obviously, it's not
guys.
all men.
Obviously.
They've just been through it. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think it's just like, there are guys who don't feel, what's the word?
Like, insecure about that? Not insecure.
I think insecure, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe just a bit insecure, and it's just like, well, what did I do? Like, what's wrong with me that you want to kill me? And, like, I've even seen a TikTok. It was kind of well, it wasn't funny, but okay. I anyway.
Dark humor.
So it was a guy saying to all the women, kill all men. I love y'all. I support y'all, and I volunteer as tribute to be the first to go.
That is not funny.
And he just did it with a straight face. It was like, I'm with y'all. I'll take the first bullet. Let's go. He just starts crying.
That is so
funny. He was like,
funny.
Let's go. I was like,
that is
dang,
so
I kind
funny.
of vibe with that a little bit. Because, like, I would feel that way.
Okay.
Like in high school. Just like you hear stuff like that. And it's like, oh, well, maybe there's something wrong with us as men. It's like, oh,
no,
okay.
yeah, that's obviously not all men are trash, obviously.
No, for sure.
And I think our society's guys are, they're getting a lot better.
You know, I definitely,
there's a lot of good ones in there.
I have, like I said, Vincent's my first boyfriend, but, like, I talked to other guys, dated other guys. But I don't think I ever thought all men are trash.
People are trash.
Yeah.
People are trash.
As a
Girls are
society,
trash, too.
Pretty bad.
Honestly. Guys, everybody sucks, honestly. Like,
I think also, though, it's just, like, one of those, like, quote-unquote trendy things.
Yeah.
Girls say. It's like, oh, he did me
It's
wrong. All men are trash. Yeah.
It's
I know it's meant
to
to be
like
a joke, but...
Yeah, it's meant to be like a joke. Yeah, for sure. No, I definitely think... But there are some guys who get really mad.
One thing I don't like is when it's guys will be... Or men or guys... Dudes will make jokes about women. Then the women's, they're up in arms and they defend against that. And the guys are like, oh, you can't take a joke. You can't take a joke.
Yeah.
But, and I saw this a while ago. It was, you know how, like, there are guys that make the joke about telling women to go back to the kitchen. Mm-hmm. There was a joke that women were making, calling men wallets. Because they're, like, in gender roles, they're the guy.
Yeah.
It's the guy that pays for stuff.
Yeah.
So, it was used like wallets in a joking way.
Yeah.
And guys were like, hey, yo, what is this? What is this?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, yo, the hypocrisy. What's
Yeah.
going on here?
I definitely see that a lot, actually. And it's annoying, and it's annoying because some guys will be like, equal rights, equal fights. And I know it's a joke, but I'm like, I cannot.
It's weird.
Imagine him hitting me. I would be knocked out. But we should have the equal rights. Do you know what I'm saying?
Vincent is like 6'2", 6'3", 6'2", I don't know, but he is always asked, do you play football? And he's like, no.
No, he's an artist.
He's an artiste.
Yeah, no, I feel that definitely. Yeah.
He artiste.
Just be better, people. And don't take everything so seriously.
It's just,
Sometimes you gotta take life with like a grain of salt.
Everybody's just having fun. Just chill.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't want to die on that hill. Like, choose your battles, and sometimes
it's
choose your battles, guys.
It's definitely not a hill to die on.
Not at all.
Like, if you make a joke that's probably
a little
in bad
jokey
taste,
joke,
and someone calls you out on it, don't stick up and die. It's like, because in someone's mind they're like, okay, I'm gonna make this seemingly dark humor joke about women.
Yeah.
And then someone calls him out on it. He thinks, I'm defending my First Amendment right, and this is dark humor when whatever they said probably wasn't funny because it was just an insulting statement.
Yeah.
There was no setup. There was no punchline. There's no
joke. It was
So
actually
it's just
insulting.
Like, it's like, I can't think of
It's
anything
kind of
else to say.
it's like with everything, like with race, with sexuality, it's like there's some things for obvious reasons that you could say, and there's some things you just don't say.
Yeah, okay, so if someone's walked up to me and said, yo, you look like that Mike.
Oh. I was not expecting.
So it's just like,
I was not expecting that.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, like, there's like some shock to it, but it's just like, otherwise it would be offensive depending on who says it. Like, if she's just like, I didn't know her and she just walks up to me, I wouldn't like get up and like, if you're a guy, I probably would be like, yo, what's your problem?
Square up.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's like, that wasn't a joke. It wasn't even dark humor.
It wasn't even fun. Yeah.
It's just disrespectful.
Like
It's just kind of and I don't know you like that. Yeah, don't do that. I think it's just like, some things can be said, some things can't. And obviously, I think everybody knows the line. People just try to push it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
But
wait, so I'm gonna switch the topics back to a few topics ago. I just want to like ask you this.
Oh.
Would you be a crazy ex?
You know what? Let me just say something right now. I have had the right to be a crazy ex.
Yes, you have. 100%
1000%.
girlfriend.
The thing is, I can be crazy.
She's a little.
And I'm going to admit that. The thing is, I'm Hispanic, and Hispanic women have a history to be crazy, but it's like, obviously everybody's crazy, but that's my core. A little bit of me is going to be a little crazy. Have I matured? 100%. I've matured so much. Okay, whatever. But my point is, quarantine did me well, but I've had my crazy moments that I never will go back to, but honestly, like, considering things I've been through, I don't consider it crazy. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my answer to your question is, knowing what I've been through in certain situations and how I've handled it, I will be a little crazy, but I won't. If they're done with me, I'm done. I'm not texting, I'm not replying, I'm not into it. Like, I'm definitely out if you're out. But I also love really hard, so that could be a problem. But a little crazy. I think we're on the same level.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think I'm crazy?
So, I think I am too, though, so I think this is why it works.
I think we're crazy to a level. We're crazy to a level. We love hard, and we treat people right.
I would die for you. You look good. I'm sorry. That's like my favorite TikTok ever. You look good.
You do that to him all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, but I think
When he got the food yesterday, he was like, he
Yeah.
couldn't even hear me, I don't think, in the car. I was just like, he looks good.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think everybody's a little crazy, a little bit. And it's okay. Just don't be too crazy, because at some point,
There's a line.
there's a line.
It's invisible, but it's
there's
there.
a line.
It's
You
there.
know. Also, yeah.
I think that line is legality. So you guys are crazy enough to be like, cool crazy.
Oh, Vincent.
But you're
I
not gonna
agree.
kill anyone.
Legality.
Oh, yeah, I'm not
What
gonna- I'm not
what is
harassing anybody.
legality?
Take it back.
No, I think we're definitely good crazy. Also, I think we would hold each other back from being a little too crazy. Like, if I was like, oh, I want to text this person, you'll be like, no, it's a little crazy. And if that was happening to you, I'd be like, don't do that, it's a little crazy.
Yeah.
But everybody deserves to be a little crazy sometimes.
You're right.
Yeah.
So, Vince, How are you? How are you liking the vibe so far?
I'm chilling.
You're chilling? You chilling? Big chilling. So we kind of wanted to talk about the fact that, like, obviously you're black. Obviously I'm white.
What did you say?
Sure.
I was wondering how you were gonna dive into that one. It's the obvious.
I'm just saying. He's black, I'm white.
Very true. Interracial couple.
I have had...
Wait a minute. You're white?
boo, I guess.
Okay.
I wanted to
Wait.
say...
That happened.
I've had, like, several people, friends that have, like, kind of, like, asked, like, if we've ever been through some stuff when it comes to, like, racial stuff. And I'm sorry if anyone thought that, like, how I went into that was kind of weird. I just think I try not to make it a big deal because it's literally
Yeah.
not a big deal.
No,
so then
never.
when people make it a big deal, it's
Yeah,
like,
no.
why are you
But it
making
is
it a
a
big
question.
deal?
It's a
Interracial
very
couples
good question.
go through
And also for
things.
anyone who, like, is just listening to this and not watching.
Oh.
Like,
Yes,
exactly.
Vincent. Yes.
So,
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Vince,
We are sisters.
I guess we can talk a little bit about, like,
Our
Yeah.
experience.
yeah.
Like as an interracial couple, how has it been?
I will say we're definitely in the college bubble right now. You know, we're in a college town, but at the same time, Huntsville
It's Huntsville.
Is Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not liberal or Democrat.
Yeah, it's
people
very-
are literally getting their Biden signs ripped out of their yards.
But it's also
But
college.
I don't think there's that many.
It's also
but-
like college. It's like a mix.
yeah,
but
it's just like it's like a college town, but like
it's not Austin, Texas.
Yeah,
It's not Austin, Texas, but it's also
Not A&M.
It's not A&M, but it's there are plenty of people here that like to wave flags of a losing country. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, Vincent has
That's
had that
true.
experience. Like, what was it, your freshman year?
Yeah, it was literally one of my first days. Like my parents, they helped me move in. They left. I was walking across the street. I think I was going to get like some Subway because that's where I love that
Subway
placement.
fresh.
Subway right next to my dorm.
Sponsor us.
But
Please,
maybe,
Subway.
hopefully, free food.
I would eat you every single day.
But yeah, but I'm just standing.
Okay.
I'm standing at the cross. I'm standing at the cross, like waiting to, at the intersection, waiting to cross the road. And this big lifted red truck just drives by, and I see a flag, and I was like,
No.
I'm seeing some red, some white, some
No.
blue. And what a patriot! That's not a patriot.
I don't understand that crap.
Yeah.
I don't understand
But
that.
it set the tone.
Especially your first, that had to be rough.
And later on, there's a gun store next to
Hobby Lobby?
Hobby Lobby,
Yeah, yeah.
right by Harbor Freight and Tools.
Yeah.
I walked past. I was like, "Oh man, Dad would love this place." I looked down. They had some Confederate holsters for pistols. I was like, "Dang, man."
Everyone has like their different opinions on it, and like I agree with you. I don't think I don't know because like I have family members who will
Yeah.
have it in their house in their rooms, but they don't view it as
Racist.
they view it as a war that
They,
men died in.
Yeah.
They might have family members. You know what I mean? So
it's a,
to each their own, but you're never gonna see me support it.
no, yeah, I
So,
agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I respect people's opinions on it because there are some people who just don't see.
I think it's the one who make it extra.
Yeah.
Maybe like the truck.
Yes.
On
things
the-
like
on the
truck.
flag on the
The
truck.
thing
But I
like the
also
truck,
feel-
that honestly terrifies me because to put it like on the back of your truck, like waving in the wind and just like I don't know, there's something about because I've experienced where like I'll see literally a truck with the back of it, and they're just like racing down the road, honking, and it honestly it makes me feel unsafe, and I'm a white girl,
Yeah.
so I can't even imagine
Yeah.
someone who is black
Yeah.
what they feel like in that moment,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And so
It's tough. I
it
feel that.
is tough, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
I think it's
don't
just
like
the
it.
ones who just make it a little extra. Like I get what you're saying. Like it is history to some people, but it is history to a lot of people.
Yeah.
In different ways.
But as far as like Vince and I go, like I said, we're kind of in that like college bubble.
Yeah.
And so I think the most like we've experienced together, like when we're holding hands, like in the store or something, like people will look. But as far as I know, like I've never had like somebody come up to us when we're together, like
say something.
I feel like not a lot of people are brave enough to do that. They'll definitely do it behind closed doors. But I was really blessed to be able to say that. I mean, obviously, if y'all listen to the podcast, you know I'm from a small town. If you know me personally, you know we're from a small town, okay? So, like, I'm from small town. Y'all are both from the Houston area. And so, I remember, like, having this discussion with maybe you. I was just like, wait, there's racist people in Houston? I don't know. Like, to me, I was just like, people can be racist in cities. I don't know.
I get that.
You know what I mean? Because like coming from LaGrange, it's like majority is white. Yeah. So I can understand why people looking on the outside looking in, they might think, oh, they're racist because there's not a lot of like diversity. Yeah. But like I remember when we were talking about, I think one of your exes, her family was like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it wasn't her family. It was one of her friends. Well, first, basically.
What were they? I'm confused.
No, I think he was Hispanic, but he was also trying to get with her. So it was like, it was during that really bad
Hispanic
relationship.
Hispanic people get better.
No, I mean,
what did he do?
Anyway, basically.
It's fine. I can take it.
She posted me. she had posted me on her social media, and he had hit her up. Basically just called her. Can I say it? Can I say this?
Yeah.
He was like, you fucker. I was like, and she told me about it. I was like, yo, wait, what? I never met the dude, fortunately.
On behalf of the Hispanic community, we do not claim him.
You're good.
People are dumb.
It was just, that's just how, like, it's everywhere.
It comes with it. Like, not that it should, but, like, you've experienced it multiple times.
It hurts
in different relationships.
It hurts me so much that, like, people say that.
Stupid.
I just...
Like, what do you mean?
I don't get it.
No, that's good.
Like, how people can be so cruel.
Just because of skin color?
Literally, just because of a skin color. I was going to say, I was lucky enough that I was worried. I don't want to say worried. I wasn't worried about, like, my mom, dad, brother, sister, like, immediate family. I wasn't really worried about any of my family.
Yeah.
But I told Vincent that, like, even if they did have a problem with it, I don't care. Like, it's my life. It's my happiness. They can get over it. And it's honestly, whatever, you know? But as far as I know, nobody has an issue with it.
Yeah.
And I think that just, you know, I tell myself that, like, I didn't care, but definitely, like, knowing that they didn't have a problem with it, that definitely made it easier.
It would have
made
affected
me feel,
you.
Yeah.
Because it's your family and the person you love. Like,
And I'll never forget, like, the first time, like, he met my grandma. It was so sweet.
Yeah.
She, like, by the end of, like, them, like, talking and, like, getting to know each other, like, she gave him a big hug and was like, come back, Vincent. And she's she's so sweet. Also, my grandma did amazing in surgery. For anybody who remembers me talking about how my grandma, a couple episodes, was getting surgery.
Oh,
so she's doing great. Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah. But anyways, I am super thankful and appreciative that I'm able to say that my family like does support us. But I do have friends that I know it was the exact opposite, and I think that just sucks. Like, I don't even know. It's just
there's nothing else to say.
There's nothing else to say, and I
in my opinion, whoever's hating on that's on them to have that small of a mind to even consider, like, this shouldn't even be a conversation.
Was it me and you had heard someone in the LSC? Tell that story.
I was, and it's funny because at the time when I was dating a girl, she was with me, which is part of the story. We were at Chick-fil-A on campus, and we heard these two people, a guy and a girl, talk. And the girl was like, I just don't get it. Like, I'm not racist, but, like, people should definitely date in their own race. And at the time, I looked at my girlfriend, I was like,
Hitler.
Should we kiss in front of her and see how she feels about that? The thing is that she was saying that out loud, proudly, that people should date in their own race, like that even means anything. And the guy was like, like didn't know what to say because this girl was passionate.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not like racist against anybody, but like I just don't get why people date out of their race.
Honestly, whenever people have
like,
opinions like that, I
feel bad.
I don't feel bad. I just honestly I prefer that they voice those opinions so they can be corrected.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you just say no, you can't say that, they're gonna feel. Yeah. People tend to double down on the positions.
Yeah, I also just
yell. Whenever you're like, you can't say that, you can't be like. It was like.
I also just wonder, like, what made them in life have that mindset, you know? Because it's got to be like ignorance, your upbringing, your parents, like your environment. Like, what was it that made you think these?
I think that's what you're saying. Like, you want them to voice it so we could talk about it and educate yourself.
Because they're the people that need to be educated most.
Yep.
Whether or not they accept it, that's up to them.
Yep.
Whenever they find themselves, it's just because whenever people, okay, so that girl says something, she gets shamed for it. She feels ostracized.
Yeah.
She loses friends. She feels attacked. She doesn't go, oh, maybe I said something wrong. No, it's like, oh, all these people are fake. And she goes off and she finds people who have views like her. And that's where you get people gripping up like that. So it's just like, you got to take people aside. And you got to take the time to... You got to take the time to have those conversations and be like, hey, that's not cool because this, and this.
Yeah.
But it's also not... Well, especially these days, it's not everyone's obligation to make sure someone's caught up to speed. So it's just like, when you're told, hey, that's messed up, or that's not right, it's kind of also on that person to be like, okay, well, what about it isn't right? To either ask the questions or Google. I hear Google is free 24/7, like all the time. So it's like,
that's what I said during during the Black Lives Matter movement. When people tell me that they don't know what's going on, and I'm like, okay, well, obviously you don't care then, because
it takes a certain point. I think everybody could be educated, us included. We could learn about different things every day. Like,
definitely. Like I still like I asked Vincent, like, you know, am I doing this correctly? Like, am I talking about this correctly? Like, can you educate me on this matter? You know, because
and that means a lot.
It's important to ask those questions because the last thing I want to do is ever like look or sound ignorant. You know. And
I think you do a good job of that.
Education is just really, really important.
Like, I've seen you ask him. You've asked me like things. Like, I feel like in no way I would ever be offended by a question like that because you're literally trying to learn and educate yourself. And I feel like if more people did that and admitted, like, I don't know this answer, can you please, as a person of this situation, can you please answer my question? Because I feel like that's, at least for me, I really appreciate when people do that.
Yeah.
And honestly, that I just want to clarify, when I say Google is free, go educate yourself, I don't mean like I don't mean figure it out by yourself. What I'm saying is find someone in your group that might have an opposing view. Ask them questions about what they may know. But what I'm saying is, don't expect people to tell you. So if you want to know, go ask. If they don't have an answer, go ask someone else, or just go to Google.
Also, don't expect everyone to have the same opinion as you.
For sure.
Also, don't expect everyone to be as patient, because you'll ask the question to one person, they'll be like pissed off. Google's free. Other people would be like, well, this, and this, or other people just might yell at you.
For sure.
So it's like it's kind of funny like that, but
that's a good point. Yeah.
It's just don't be entitled about it. Be like, hey, you're black. You tell me about this. You catch me up to speed. It's like, nah, dude. I got my life to live. I got stuff to take care of. Like, if you need to know something, go look up this.
Yeah.
You know?
And then maybe like make that a question. Like I feel like I've asked you at times, like if there's something on TV, if there's a topic that was like I was really curious about, that I was passionate about. I already made my opinion, but I've asked you before, like, what do you feel about this? Like, I don't have to be like, as a black man, Vincent, what do you feel about this? Like, I'm just straight up asking, like, what is your opinion on it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just don't. They already know what they are. Like, I know I'm black. Don't be like, hey, man, you're black, right?
Yeah. Like,
so
well,
how do you feel about
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just make it casual and just, like, be like, I'm trying to learn. Like, You know?
And also, if you don't have friends of a different group,
Yeah.
put yourself out there and go make some.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the best.
it's a good way to learn about people.
For sure.
You definitely want to have a diverse bubble, whether it's how we all look or your political beliefs. Like,
Yeah.
I just think it's super important to surround yourself with people who don't all think alike, because that can be really dangerous.
Yeah.
It can be.
Yeah.
So,
And it keeps you open-minded, like, to other things. Like, there are
Exactly.
things on, even with political parties, that both sides can agree with on different things. They obviously disagree, but I just think it's really good to have, like, just different people around you, too.
When you do research, search to disprove what you believe.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't find anything,
Yeah.
you must be right,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I agree with that.
You know
100%.
what I mean? Because, like, because if someone's like, I don't know.
You got things to back it up.
Yeah,
You've done your
have things
research.
to back it up. You've done your
For
research.
sure.
But don't be like, I believe. Okay. So there's a statistic. This is not to go into this
No, it's not.
discussion completely. There's this thing, 1352 or 1350, stating 13% of murders are done by black people.
Yeah.
Or 50% of murders are done by black people, while we make up 13% of the population.
Yeah.
Which is, it's a not survey, but it's data posted on the FBI uniform crime application or
Yeah.
whatever. Uniform crime report. And, it's there, but they'll type that in and they'll go to Google and they'll type, why do black people make up 50% of the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of saying, is this statistic
Yeah.
correct? When it's actually not. Because the Uniform Crime Report isn't mandatory for police stations to report to. Those aren't actual numbers. And also, there's a significant percentage where race isn't even included in those reports.
Yep.
Also,
There's a lot of factors that aren't played in.
also there are so many other crimes aside from murder that
Yeah.
black people pale in comparison to
Yeah.
everyone else too. So it's like, not everyone else too, but
Others.
But yeah, so
No, I feel that.
it's just think about the details.
Yeah.
Also. It's
And then
just
don't base whatever your opinion on the first thing you hear.
Yeah, but yeah, that's that. Just do your research, talk to people, and look to disprove yourself.
Yes.
Which, as weird, that's gonna feel weird in the beginning, because like I'm still getting into the habit of doing that.
A lot of people don't like to disprove themselves.
Yeah, no one likes to be wrong. So
Yeah.
but,
Those are great
yeah,
points. I completely agree.
me too.
but it's okay to be wrong.
It's okay to be wrong. Very true. How do you feel?
I agree.
I feel great.
Yeah. Sorry,
Wow.
if you're watching, I just really have to go to the bathroom.
All right. Well, let's end on that one. Thank you, Vincent, for joining us. You rated our podcast 10 out of 10. Well, 9 out of 9, whatever it was.
I
But,
guess same thing.
You know we love
Not
it.
really, but whatever.
well, do you have any last words?
Thank you guys for watching. This is episode 10, which is kind of crazy to say, but we are so appreciative for all of our viewers and listeners, and we would really, really, really appreciate it if y'all could go give us a review on Apple Podcasts, or please subscribe to our YouTube.
Do it.
We would appreciate it mucho. Don't know if I used that word right. I don't think I did.
I feel like you did. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. And we love you, and we hope you stay
Radiant.
Bye.
Bye, guys.